So there, folks, welcome back to Towns with Charon and Velerious.
Hello, everyone.
Unpausing. Velerious, we already tried this. We've already recorded half of this episode. What happened?
We recorded a good 7 minutes of this episode before it apparently crashed due to a graphics fault.
Yes.
Which is obviously from the new computer, which came with drivers that I just never updated. But then we started to wonder if it was just because Towns is a pile of crap.
Yeah, but, like, the graphics drivers crashed, so we went and got... Did we get beta drivers in the end?
No, it was just regular drivers. But it was like 3 versions up.
The thing is, though, it's like... It's fixed the problem we had previously where we couldn't use full screen.
Yeah.
So now we are back in full screen, which means the resolution should be consistent across videos now. It shouldn't be like weird, different field of view sizes.
This was the weird, interesting thing. Because it was like, that's what my old graphics card running.
Yeah.
It was on that version. And when I upgraded, I got all that stupid new Raptor stuff, like AMD store or something. And like loads of weird pop-ups and all that biz.
Pop-ups?
Yeah, but it does seem to have fixed Towns, like, completely.
Right, things we need to do.
Pray it doesn't crash.
That door is already locked.
It's always locked.
Maybe we did that last video, I can't remember. So it's thrown me off, because it's like... The stuff we did in the failed filming session, obviously we didn't save, we just exited. So that never happened, but we feel like we've done it already, you know what I mean?
Forget you did anything.
So, things that we discussed last time that didn't make it in were Craig Gummersall said he wanted us to auto-equip the townies. And we decided against that temporarily because the dungeon is dangerous as fuck,
and they will run down there. And we went down there and someone
cave
fought
trolls.
3 cave trolls, didn't there?
There was a right shitload of cave trolls down here somewhere.
Yeah.
One of the heroes, the knight, dealt with it. Yeah, look, he found this Zombite helmet and a Zombite breastplate, but this time he hasn't got the breastplate, which was a big shame. That was a beautiful find for him, and he picked it up and wore it like almost immediately.
And we all cheered, and you missed all of it. Oh, it was so terrible. We're so upset that you had to miss it all.
It is a bit annoying. We also discovered we can't place a mine on silver, so we're going to have to dig that out manually.
We also finished Towns.
We finished Towns. We killed the final boss at the end of the dungeon.
We dug down 8 layers in the space of 7 minutes. Decided just to explore the rest of every dungeon. And then we said, what do we do now? And we went, well, there's nothing else left. So we went, so for the last time, guys, and then it crashed right there. Yeah. Right then.
It was a bit crazy, wasn't it?
And not only did it crash, it erased our saves. So we've had to play the exact same save of Town again, haven't we? We've had to start Towns all over again, do the exact same choices, get the exact same people. We had to kill off any people
started the whole game from scratch.
Yeah. Any people we don't like, we just build a wall around them and they just die.
Where was... that silver? I did this exact same thing last episode. I was like, oh, where's the silver? We'll do
It's where there's a load of stone on the floor.
Yeah, I can't seem to see it on the map.
It's a little bit closer.
There's the dwarf bed.
Go down
It's the next floor down, isn't it?
Wow.
Look at all that copper. Holy shit, son.
You see, they might notice more copper there. That's because we haven't been selling it in this
It must be on -10. I'm sure it's on -10.
Hey, there's a load in that wall there.
That's gravel.
There? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gravel's not good for us. It just falls down. We're familiar with this anyway.
We are indeed.
Where? Oh God, where is it? It's on this side somewhere.
Maybe when we played through again, you didn't actually find it this time. I can't remember.
It's definitely. I could have sworn it was on -10. No, that's gravel as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake, gravel.
There it is. There it is. Wow. Right. Okay. So we did mine that out after all. So once they clear that, then we can mine up that silver. Now, to clear that, we've got 2 options. One is to open the storm so they bring the stone. The other is to continue building this so they use the stone, which I think is the best plan.
I'm fairly sure during the Lost episode, we said, let's fuck over every single plan and remove the hill.
Removing the hill was there as a plan. We were going to remove the hill.
Because
however,
it just clears out the dungeon.
If we use that stone, it might help.
To remove a hill?
We're going to remove the hill. Craig Gummersall said to remove the hill, but I think if we finish building this wall that we started building, they might use the stone where that silver is, and then we can dig the silver up.
No.
Or do you want me to remove the? Do you want me to remove the hill?
Yes.
Velerious. Okay.
Yes.
I've been overridden by Velerious. We are removing the hill.
Look, Critical Assault will tell us next time
In
that
stages.
we've ruined ourselves and we shouldn't have done that.
No, we do need to get rid of the hill. That is a thing, definitely. Because this hill is proving... I mean, look at these jokers.
I mean, these guys have no idea how long it took, right, to get the exact same hill in the exact same place when we had to start towns over and over again.
Do you remember fucking building this hill in Minecraft?
I know.
Now, that was a pain in the arse.
And making it completely...
It wasn't this hill, it was that hill.
Yeah.
Building that in Minecraft. Oh my god. We had to get photos of it and count all the blocks and go through in painstaking detail. It was...
If people wonder why the Minecraft map being updated, that's why.
Well, the Minecraft map is pretty accurate, except for the dungeon underground, because there was just no way of replicating that.
Pretty much.
Because in Minecraft, these floors are like 1 block high, whereas in Minecraft, you can't stand in a one high block thing. So yeah, it was really sort of awkward. That's why you can't jump in the dungeon either on the Minecraft map, because the ceilings are 2 blocks.
This was the thing. The only real way we could have done it was to get you, like, really good at MC Edit, give you the save of towns, and you basically just go through image by image, just carving out the tunnels. And basically, you could make them as big as you wanted, as long as they were accurate.
Even doing what we did took so much work. It was so much effort, man.
You went a bit Flanders there.
I know, I did indeed do. The other good thing is we can flog all this mud as well next time. There's one on the way as we speak. There's one coming, Velerious. He's smelled the mud burning. He's like, oh my god, there's mud there. Let's go
Alviss.
to Derpsville. Get some mud.
What?
This zombie is bumming Alviss, who is a bear.
He's dying.
He is dying. However, the rogue has come to save him, and that's just enough for Alviss to get away.
Is that the actual hero then? The dude.
Oh, Snickerite breastplate.
I want to see who this bear is.
The bear, it's Alviss.
The Highlander, or did we give the Mask of the Beast to someone?
No, it's Alviss lot.
Right, okay. Because he was like severely wounded.
No, we didn't give anyone the Mask of the Beast. We're going to equip people, but we're going to do it later because the equip room.
Oh, here comes the knight.
I
think he took that.
Can I finish my sentence? The equip room is locked, which is why we're not doing that.
Everyone already knows.
Somebody did pick up that, which will be the knight. Yeah, so he's got a Snickerite breastplate instead of the
and he's just got
Zombite one he got last step. Blah 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 Greaves. So they're pretty good.
He's getting really good at picking up items.
Yeah, well he does. He'll wear higher level gear than the standard heroes, which is what makes him so great. However, he will still not wear the best gear. I don't think he'll wear gold or silver. Caravan is ready to trade. We'll go check that out in a sec. Oh,
yeah. So this is the kind of thing we didn't want to send the townies down for.
Yeah, because it's full of rooms of death like this. So that's why we're delaying.
We've also copyrighted Rooms of Death. So in case you're going to name your band Rooms of Death, which would be an amazing band.
There probably already is a band called Rooms of Death.
I sit in my room and I die. And that's it. That's the entire song.
Right, let's have a look at this caravan before he disappears.
Rooms of Death.
It is the Pinky Merchant, Virus.
Well, he's the guy who buys mud.
Or Materials Merchant, maybe. He will buy it, yeah. He will buy our raspberries.
There's sod all there.
Do we need any of this shit? Gold. Oh, beautiful. 5 bars of gold.
Any silver?
That's stone. Some cocaine. Do you want the cocaine?
Bomb. That's flint. Oh, so close.
Okay, so no silver, but 5 gold is pretty decent. Not to be sniffed at all.
We are now Rockefellers.
Should we? Jesus Christ, got 187 copper. Should we sell the copper?
I don't know. Go have a look if
we have got tons of it. There's only 18 mud.
Yeah, sell all the copper then.
Right, we'll lead into this with
copper.
We'll
have to sell the iron later.
We've only got £1.5 anyway. We've got 40 grand. Look at that. That's pretty incredible.
That's because we're Rockefellers.
Yeah.
We've always got enough to hire our favourite band.
Who is Rooms of Death? Is that our favourite band?
Yeah. It's the best band. The only band.
Right. Copper sold. Gold bought. The gold is there. 5 gold.
You have such fantastic songs as The Ballad of Ronald.
In order to make the gold things, we don't need access to this place, do we?
No. Yes. To make gold things, we do.
Do we? Is it the anvil we need then?
I think so.
Right, well that'll have to wait, so we'll leave that for now.
Let's do the hill. I'm excited for this
Who is our gold secondary? Is it Rose? Rose Ristow? We've done Simon. I'm sure it's Rose. There she is.
Like Rose. Yeah.
That's probably enough to make a hat and boots, so she'll just be waiting on the axe then.
Amazing.
Hill.
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 Hill sex.
Hill sex. Hill sex? Why hill sex?
Because that's their other song that they do.
Is that by Rooms of Death?
Rooms of Death.
Is that their second album?
Yeah.
Hill Sex.
Hill Sex, Ballad of Ronald.
The Ballad of Ronald.
Town Filled with Meat.
Alpha Lost Revenge. Alpha Loss's Revenge.
Alpha Loss's Revenge. Necromancy Row. You know, all the good uns.
Necromancy Row.
Yeah, all the good uns. They're brilliant
Oh
stuff.
shit, some cave trolls.
What's that coming out of the dungeon? Is it a cave troll? You know, all those classics.
The Ballad of Toponovich.
If you would like to order this album for $29.99 in 18 easy payments.
It sounds like a great album. I think we should...
It does sound like a great album. I think we should milk this.
Yeah.
I'll get on Photoshop.
Ooh,
Start making
that?
some amazing Photoshopping for it.
Pig Slayer helmet.
I just need a picture of a room and a dead guy. And
A picture of a room and a dead guy.
Yeah. Just get some Photoshop skills. Just Photoshop the
Here we
dead guy
go.
into the room.
Where's Alviss going? He's going down here.
But a cave troll.
Ooh, what's that?
Stabbing all the time. Alviss is like lightly wounded the minute he touched that guy.
I think he's permanently lightly wounded because he's a bear, same
Wow.
as, the bears do.
So basically,
The
the
other
Highlanders was the shittest class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the class you were like, oh man, let's build a Highlander hotel. And I
Well, we
was like,
didn't know at the time. We
Highlander
still haven't had a dwarf yet.
That could be another song. The Highlander Hotel.
The Highlander Hotel.
Welcome to the Highlander Hotel.
There can be only one room.
There could be only one room.
There is only one vacancy at any given time. I like it.
That'd be fantastic.
Oh God! Right. What is the plan?
Well,
The town is doing the hill. I need to keep an eye on the hill, don't I?
talking about things would be most likely the plan while we're doing the hill.
Oh shit!
While we're
I'm
watching
sure there
it.
was. I'm sure there was something that we needed to discuss, and I can't remember what it was.
I believe it was the fact of balls.
The fact of balls.
The fact of balls. The fact
There
of
we go.
balls.
So, one of the other things I wanted to discuss is people might have noticed an Influent video went out, and I said on that video that it's just a one-off sort of thing. So it is the last Influent video, and that's just because you've been busy with your coursework,
No, I genuinely
doing your
enjoyed it.
3D modelling,
Yeah.
which is
It's
quite
really
badass.
fun.
Look at this fucking room, Jesus
know.
Christ!
Before anyone says 3D model towns, no. It's that simple.
Yeah. Well,
It's like-
you've been hard at work on your 3D modelling, which is why
Basically, I've been 3D modelling a Jeep for the last 3 months.
Yeah. And it's why we haven't been able to do anything like outside of our standard
Yeah.
series, so there hasn't been any derping around since the start of April when we put the Goat Sim out.
But sure enough, summer is coming.
Sooner or later we'll get some time and we'll do some more videos.
Derping around.
Because I've noticed no one's watching Lord of the Rings.
Awesome walkthroughs.
So I'm tempted to say,
Sack it off.
yeah.
Sack it off.
I mean, we got to Helm's
Sack it
Deep,
off.
which was the bit I was really looking forward to anyway. So yeah, we might end up sacking that off and bringing out a different series because we've got some other series we wanted to cover, haven't we? So
I think you just like saying sack it off.
sack it off, suck it off.
Yeah, that totally went wrong halfway
That
through.
fucking song.
That's not one of the songs. We do not encourage children to go out sucking things off.
Remember, kids, don't suck things off at home.
Sucking things off. Copyright, Yogscast.
Is it? It might as well be. Everything else is copyright of them. They are basically the YouTube equivalent of Simpsons did it.
Exactly.
Yogscast did it.
There'll be somewhere that they
Every
did that.
fucking time, like we think of a video, Yogscast did it. The day, what was that video? Influent. The day I filmed Influent,
Yeah.
Shin fucking put out a video on it that day. I was like, oh my god.
I finished Bioshock and was like, guys, I finished Bioshock.
And
Rivian's
Rivian's just done it, hasn't he? Yeah.
I was like, Rivian, seriously, I'm going to come down there.
And then, like, I like, for the last, not this week, but last week, we had a little bit of time, and there was a game that had gone into open beta. I'm not sure if we've talked about it already, Wildstar,
Yeah.
which is like an online MMO. So we both sort of signed up for the open beta just to have a little bit of a look and see what it was like. And it was a bit shit, so we didn't play it much at all. We had like a couple of days
thing
on
is,
it and
it-
sacked it off.
It wasn't bad.
But literally a couple of days
Yeah.
after that, what happened? Yogscast videos of Wildstar. I'm like, oh my
Tons
god.
and tons of videos as
I
well,
know.
showcasing everything.
I think they might have been paid for that though, because they're bumming it pretty hard and it's not very good. So I think they're contractually obliged by Maker to say nice things about
The
it.
main problem I had was, like, when you looked at it, it had the same thing that a lot of free-to-play MMOs fall into at the moment, which is you have that target thing on the floor. And that just seems stupid, because it's like, when you attack something or heal someone, you expect to click someone and heal them.
Yeah.
And job's done.
It's not targeted, it's like...
Where you have,
it's area-based.
Well,
it's area of effect.
I was going to say it is target. The target is the floor.
Yeah.
And you have this massive square box that means someone could jump the minute you cast it.
All in all, it's like... It's not a bad game. It's just
not bad. It's just...
There's nothing to make it stand out. There's nothing particularly special about it. There's nothing new there that you haven't seen before. There's nothing...
And to a certain degree, we do believe that kind of like it's not going to take off.
Exactly. And to justify forking out like almost 60 quid for the game and then a monthly subscription fee.
Yeah.
No. Just not at all. There's nothing unique about it.
I mean, it is a bit upsetting because there is kind of a part of me that would like a very good MMO.
I would like an MMO to play. This is the thing.
But
that's not it.
The other thing we were discussing as well is kind of like what kind of MMOs you would like.
I'm going to sort of try and stay away from the hill because I can hear it from the other side of the room.
I know, I'm trying to keep the volume up to speak over it. Yeah. It's just so fucking loud.
I know.
Fucking townies.
I think the problem is you need to, on your Windows volume bar, every time you play the game, drop the volume down.
Yeah, well, it won't be dropped down for towns because I dropped it down when we first ever played it.
Because especially like if you're filming anything and you're filming like Jade on the audio channel, if you played Fear with her or something, if you don't drop that volume down, it's going to drown her out.
Well, we did have this before with
Ooh, little patches of silver.
I had it with the opposite way, where basically I recorded something and you could hear Jade. Inside my mic, which was like, oh dear.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I was going to say something there. You threw me off.
We were talking about...
Oh, yeah, I was saying about MMOs, like the different types of MMOs. Because you've got, like, pay monthly, which was like World of Warcraft and things like that, where you pay a monthly subscription in order just to play the game.
It would have to be a damn good game for me to pay monthly.
Then you have free-to-play. Now, free-to-play, basically, a lot of the time, they have... You can play, but then they have... You pay the little bit extra, and they also have that stupid thing of, like, you know, your time is worth quite a lot of money, so we're going to make you spend it. Which is basically like, you buy an experience booster, or buy a speed booster so you can run from one place to another, or you buy an epic mount, or something like that.
And like, ways to not do it are like the way Sega did Spiral Knights, which was a great game, but you basically, what you pay for is time to play the game. So you have to buy Crystal Energy, which then you use to enter the dungeon. Which means, if you can't afford, like, to buy any Crystal Energy, you can't play the game. So therefore... Why play it in the first place?
But you also end up with the other thing that we had a problem with, which was basically that since I couldn't buy it, but you could, you ended up out-leveling me.
Yeah.
So then by the time I was trying to catch you up and I could only do, like, say, 2 missions a day while you were doing 5 a day, I was just massively out-leveled and basically like, well, not going to be playing anymore.
Exactly.
And then it's kind of like, it took you away from it.
It's too inconsistent.
Yeah.
Because you have to pay pretty much every time you go into the dungeon. It costs you money.
One of the things I want is just basically cosmetics, buying a plot of land, because that seems to be a big thing nowadays, and to be honest, I quite like that.
This is the thing. I would pay for land or cosmetics. Yeah. Much more than I would pay for a subscription.
The idea of Second Life, buying a plot of land.
I said this to you, didn't I, after we played WildStar? I said, what I'd really like is an MMO where basically you can pay real world money to buy a plot of land and build a little house there.
Yeah.
That simple. Everything else is free. You can play the game for free, but if you want to have a house on a plot of land, you have to pay. And that's where the money would come from to fund the game.
And also, I would kind of like a bit more than just a house. Like, Landmark's just come out recently on Steam.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be, you can build a village. And the idea is that these villages will populate the world where people can travel into your village to buy the products that which would get you gold. Like a tax from merchants. Which I actually said.
But as I said, I mean, the possibility would exist to buy more than one plot of land. So
I would kind of like that idea.
As well. And they would they would exist in the world. So like once all the existing plots are used up, they would release add-ons to the world and with more plots.
I get the distinct feeling that Landmark's probably going to ice the idea of merchants giving you gold.
Yeah.
Just because it's so hard to work in, but it is possible. I just think it's a good idea.
I just think WildStar is not the huge next big thing that they're trying to claim it is by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's pretty bland.
The most interesting thing was I played the warrior, so I was all, guns blazing, pow, pow, pow kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you played the medic.
I played the medic, who didn't actually get a heal spell until about level 8.
Yeah.
But which was a bit pointless, really. It was a bit odd.
When you look at them Yogscastians there, you know what Lewis played, what Simon played.
I don't know. I didn't even watch their vids on it, because it's that boring.
Lewis was medic.
Was he?
Simon was warrior. Just going to throw that out there. Jade was some kind of magic girl. I don't really know
Yeah,
what
she was a
happened.
mage who got a heal spell before I did, and I was
Yeah.
the fucking medic. And she was not only was a heal spell like earlier than mine, but it healed more health than mine did. I was like, wow, it should have been a fucking mage.
Even weirder as well was it made every... she had a spell that made you, like, in golden armour that'd give you loads of invulnerability for, like, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Which was, like, so much better than the medic. Sorry, bro.
The medic was pretty crap in the end. I mean, it got a bit better when I got to about level 11 or whatever it was. Because then I got a heal spell that filled my bar that my other abilities use. So I could, rather than having to attack until I've got enough points to heal, I could heal until I've got enough points to attack, which was a much better way around of doing it.
The other thing that we didn't tell anyone was how I kind of broke Wildstar anyway.
What did you do?
Because I picked the rock character, didn't I? Which meant I started in a different region than you and Jade.
Oh, yeah.
Who were both a medic and a mage, so neither of you could really battle on your own.
Yeah, but then you found a way to get to us by swimming out into the ocean.
I swam into the ocean, past invisible walls, and managed to, like, worm my way into where Jade's actual spawn area was.
Yeah, which the funny thing was, we did this in Endless Online as well, years ago, because I remember talking about this as well, how we infiltrated Noob Island, which normally you can't get to, but we found a couple of scrolls of teleport and managed to get them linked to Noob Island so we could go there. It was like level fucking 50, it's just killing everything. That was pretty funny. Just like walking past all the noobs, just dropping $500 million on the floor and picking it back up and running away.
Yeah, because on Endless Online, when you dropped for like $5 million, you had a certain amount of time to pick it up before everyone else could get it.
Yeah.
So the idea was you drop $5 million, everyone clamours around you, and then you just pick it back up.
Pick it up and walk off, and then they just follow you around for ages. That was really fun, actually.
Yeah. You used to do that in market, and then you broke the market, that was right.
Yeah, I crashed the stock market by selling a load of gear. Anyway, we're coming up for time, Velerious. So we're going to have to leave it here, and we will carry on doing some more towny stuff next week. We got quite a bit of that hill done, actually. I'm quite pleased with that.
Exactly.
I didn't think it was going to be that quick. I mean, obviously the last 3 bits are going to take longer because they're wider by default, so there is that. However, we've sold all that copper and flattened all that hill. That's pretty productive for one episode.
Yeah.
The dungeon's looking pretty clear, so as that gets cleared out, we can unlock the forge, make the gold gear, auto-equip the townies that Craig Gummersall wanted us to do. And that's the plan for the next episode or 2.
Good plan.
All right, so we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. You said bye-bye already.
Thank you.
See you next time, guys.